our confidence to accept ourselves as we are. One of the most frequent conversations I've had with Dennis is him reminding me of who I am and what my energy is like. So when I ring him up, putting out the MedTalks, and people give me a little bit of feedback about, oh, that sounds really good, or I found that really helpful. And these people are people that don't come to meditation, yeah. And I rang up to Dennis, going, God, this is really helping people. And he was like, well, yeah. I mean, why? That shouldn't surprise you. And I was genuinely on the phone today, kind of going, that really surprised me. He's like, you're always underestimating yourself. So it's not such an easy thing. How we accept who we are. I know I have a difficulty with that. It's always surprising me, how people might describe me or stuff like that. I'm kind of, yeah. At some point, somewhere it sinks in a little bit. So when we find ourselves at that point where we're asking the question, who am I? What am I at? And does this feel right? Does this feel like, yeah, I'm doing my purpose, I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing? Or it doesn't?
I've been on the right path.
Yeah. So in the past, when I was going for all those job interviews that I absolutely just hated, I was not quite on my correct path. They were really interesting jobs and I learned loads from them, but there was a part of me that I was half invested in it. So when it came to the interview, I couldn't fake any more investment than that. So it showed.
Kind of like self-defeat.
It was sort of, yeah. It went against me. When I went for the interview for doing the psychotherapy course, it was like, oh my God, this would absolutely devastate me if I didn't get this place. This is like 100% I want this. And I was so at ease and so comfortable. Yeah, I was nervous, but I was so just myself in that. Like, I have to be myself in this, because if this doesn't work, then I have to find what else is. So when I was offered the place in the course, I was like, okay, nice one. It felt right. Went to the first day's lectures, that felt so right. I was like, okay, I think I'm on the right path here. Something is feeling right about this. Yeah. But that question of who am I? Who am I really? Who am I beyond my story? Who am I beyond my personality? Who am I beyond my different life experiences? Who am I beyond how anybody else might describe me? Or what people have written about me? Who am I beyond that? How attached do I stay to all that? Or do I allow my confidence or my wish to build my confidence to let me actually question all of that? And see what really sticks, what really feels true. And if it feels true now and it doesn't feel true in 5 years' time, then it doesn't feel true in 5 years' time. I'm changing. It's that flexibility. I don't expect myself to arrive at a particular kind of me and try and stick with that. Try and keep repeating that. It's that flexibility. Always questioning. Always questioning. Happened for me today. Somebody was questioning something that was in one of the talks. And I was like, I had to really sit with it. I'm still sitting with it. It's in a background Google search of how that sits with me, what they said. Are we acknowledging that we don't work in that calculating formula kind of way?
Yeah, agree, yeah.
I tried that as well. I was like, if I do this, if I earn this amount of money, if I own this kind of house, or drive this kind of car, if I wear this kind of clothes, if I have this kind of friends, or this kind of social life, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And then I had all that and I was like, oh, I'm not happy. What is wrong with me? Yeah. It really brought me to that point. What is wrong with me? I'm not happy. Everything in my life is exactly what I had wished for, exactly what I had designed. And I'm still not happy. Yeah. I'd read all those books. I was doing my best to practice all those things. Yeah. But it was missing that core piece. I didn't know who I was. So, confidence, when we're speaking about it in this way, confidence is that inner journey. It's our willingness to question all of those things that we thought would make us feel good or thought would make us happy, all of the successful things or whatever. The confidence to question that and really find out, who am I in that? What kind of person am I? And if there's something that I'm finding that I'm not quite okay with, I am free to adjust and change that. I'm absolutely free to heal that. Heal that we don't give up. Don't let ourselves give up. If we encounter something that feels a bit like failure, don't give up there. You might go into a cul-de-sac. Yeah. Don't give up there. So when our soul brings us to a space like this, and we're practicing a meditation with mantra, our soul knows that the mantra is going to work to clear away all of that stuff that's clouding our thinking, clouding our emotions, that we can have a better sense of what's right for me or what I need. It takes time, but we definitely know that it's going to expose all of that. And we definitely know that it's not going to feel comfortable all the time. If we can bring our mind to a place of when it doesn't feel comfortable, then I'm working. I've stumbled into a new area, and that's why it doesn't feel comfortable. So those times where I haven't felt comfortable, let's say going to India, or doing some other course like family constellations. There was one time, the whole 2.5 hours down to Nina to do family constellations for a weekend. It was like there was 2 different Emers in the car. Yeah. One me was like, I really don't want to go this week. I really don't want to be there. I don't know why I feel like this. I hadn't felt that feeling in years. It was really familiar in early days of personal therapy. Yeah? I feel it every time I walked up to the door. I don't want to be here. But I hadn't felt it that strongly in years. I'm like, what is going on? The other side of me was like, no, hang on a second now. You know what this feeling means. You know that this feeling means that you're on the verge of a breakthrough and there's some energy in you that's about to be healed. And then there's another, no, I don't think it's that. I actually don't think I really want to do this course anymore. Like, I don't even think I want to do family constellations kind of work, so it's kind of really pointless. Yeah?
You can convince yourself.
2.5 hours, yeah. So there was a part of me like, just get there. Once you get there, you're not going to try to drive all the way back, yeah? And that inner battle can feel that way sometimes. What emerged for me over that weekend was something so deeply rooted. It was a real deeply rooted childhood thing. Yeah, I hadn't even had a clear memory of it, but it began to. This was on the Friday morning, and I think it was on the Saturday. It had come up. It had come up to the surface enough that I was in awareness of what it was. But Friday just felt awful. I don't want to be here. Be here, on behalf of other people, but I really didn't want to be here. I was avoiding doing any kind of work of my own personal stuff. Then I got to Saturday, and by the time it got to lunchtime, I couldn't hold it. It was ready, yeah. So, what we get to know in ourselves of that kind of feeling, especially, and how to just bear with it, and it was to not let that make me turn the car around, and phone Mary and say, oh no, I don't want to do the course. Yeah. But I knew on another level, it was bringing me to look at something. And I had enough experience of that feeling to be able to hold it. No, Emer, you know this feeling. This feeling is a don't go there feeling. Yeah, but it was something that was going to be healed, and it was something really significant. Yeah, it was one of the biggest healings I've ever had. So if I had let myself turn the car around, I'd have been still stuck in a pattern, but not even really aware that I was stuck in an old pattern or something. So I had to take that chance. Yeah. But I didn't fully know that it was coming from fear. Okay. Because how it spoke to me was, yeah, I'm a bit tired. I really, I could do with actually just chilling out this weekend. Yeah. Or I don't really want to do family constellations training. Maybe I'll just do a workshop at smaller stage. Or, this whole dialogue was going on the whole journey there. And I just knew enough of cruise control, just keep driving. Just keep going until you get there. Because we register that fearful feeling as danger. It's wrong for me, it's terrible for me, something bad's going to happen. But really it's just we're getting close to something. It's bringing us to the edge. Yeah. So unless you have that feeling before you do a skydive or something like that, yeah, maybe listen to that. But that feels like an intuitive instinct, yeah. But if you're going to a healing space, where you know that their healing will be provided, because that's the deal, and I'm feeling that fearful feeling, then I know that the game is up. Something in me knows that the game is up. Yeah. It no longer will have a place to hide when I'm going to a healing space. Yeah. So I had to just find that place in my mind where I could get past that. Because it came up a lot.